Can you take the mic, because that's kind of important that everybody.
I'll pass it over for the
Thank
final
you.
remarks. Yeah.
So the general process goes such that we will write a report, as Alex showed. We'll take the alternatives and we'll analyze all those alternatives against the criteria that were described. We'll spit out an answer. And that recommendation then will come back for public scrutiny, probably in the fall, probably October timeframe. Be part of the NEPA review, the environmental review process. So that report will come out for everybody to read. So whoever was talking about the report, the full report.
And is there somewhere we can put an email so that we can get the full report?
Well, it'll come out, it'll be for the public notification process, and all our stakeholders will be notified, and there'll be public meetings just like this, where, we call this a public workshop, and so the nuance between a public workshop and a public meeting is, the public meeting is where we do take formal public statements, Q&A, respond to that, so there's a bit of a nuance and difference here between what we're doing here and what we'll do then. And that is to comment and question the specific recommendation that we come up with, right, as we take all of this into account. Once we complete that, then we go through a bit of, we have to take all the public comments into consideration. We have to determine what we can account for. We have to answer to the public. And so then we go back to the agency and our non-federal sponsor, and we say, well, here's what we came up with. Here's what the public said. Here's how we can reconcile the public comments. Here's what we want to go forward to the agency. When I say to the agency, that's back in D.C.
Which is?
The United States Army Corps of Engineers.
Army Corps of Engineers in D.C.
So the report then will get scrutinized, what we call through our vertical team. I have a division headquarters that's in Cincinnati. It's responsible for this entire Great Lakes region. They'll scrutinize the report. The headquarters in D.C. will scrutinize the report. And then the Chief of Engineers is presented the recommendation. He has to determine whether he's going to sign the recommendation or not. If he signs the recommendation, then it goes to the Assistant Secretary for the Army for Civil Works. And the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Civil Works has to approve the report. Once the report is approved, then it goes to Congress. It's a basic report with a recommendation we provide to Congress. And then Congress, without getting a lot of detail, ultimately decides whether to fund the project
we know what
or not,
Congress
to
does,
move it forward in the funding.
I got a question. We have a representative here from Robin Kelly's office, and I was wondering if you'd be kind enough to stand up and
yes,
maybe
what does,
give us an opinion of
right, if it goes
what
to
our congressman
Congress.
says, or thinks.
Where, is he here?
He is.
I always put one, right here. We're here listening to where does he stand?
She.
I'm sorry, where does she has not made a decision on this yet. Well,
So have you listened to everybody here to bring all of our passion to Robin Kelly? Or is Robin Kelly willing to come here and hear our passion? I'm asking. Is she? We'd be willing to host Robin Kelly.
she's not in town today, but I'm here to represent her.
Well, at some point in the future, would she be willing to, is the question.
That's right, we're asking, is Robin Kelly willing to come hear us?
I will ask.
Okay.
Folks, remember, we're early on in the
No,
process.
this is not, don't say that, because,
Nope,
no, don't
that's-
say we're
that's
early
the
on.
truth.
Oh, God, no, you've spent how many years already working? We are not early on.
Ma'am, if you'd like, we can talk to you on a one-to-one after the meeting is over. That would be fine. I can give you as much information as you'd like.
We are not early on.
Okay, can we have some closing remarks from the Colonel and the panel, please?
No, we don't.
All right, thank you.
I'm passionate about where I live, I'm sorry.
Hey, we want to try to answer all the questions we possibly can. Please take advantage of the experts that will, the team from the city and the Corps that will remain behind here. So please find them and ask them any specific questions that you might have. I deeply appreciate all of the response, all of the input. It really matters. It matters to us. Your voice matters. Whether we're early in the process, in the middle of the process, late in the process, it doesn't really, get your input in. Talk to us. Please look at the alternatives. It is really important for us. If you see an alternative on the board that has some aspect of it that we may not understand, it's important for us to hear that. It really is, because this will all go into our alternative analysis that's going to have to spit out a recommendation. And that's what we have to do, and I think you guys know that. We have to spit out at some point a recommendation. But I appreciate everybody being a part of the process. I appreciate you being here tonight. I learned a lot. I learned a lot on Saturday. I learned even a lot more today, and so I'll definitely take that forward with us as we continue through this process. Yeah.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. It's obvious everyone here is very concerned and involved in their community. Please take the time. This is when decisions are, this is a process. This is how decisions are being made. Take the time afterwards to look at the presentations, write comment cards, email in your comments, be a part of the process and the decision for how this is going to eventually work out. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
For the city, I'd like to say, is there, early on, to build partnerships with universities, because they have CLD program there, you know, to get the community people who are here maybe trained for eventually some of these jobs that are going to be coming, a partnership with the city of Chicago, with the colleges, I have high schoolers that are there, some that they want to go to the military, you know, who want to do these things that get them involved so that they can train and move up.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes, absolutely.
And so with that, I'm going to close the meeting and allow one